Good morning. Well, I did it. I went to my daughter's house, and she has much better internet than I do. Even though, according to what I've got, I'm supposed to have very good internet, but it's pretty bad compared to the rest of the world now. Anyway, so I went there and I uploaded that video I just made. Hey, the scarf has been chewed on. Look at that. Huh. Well. There. Now I need a hat. How come I don't wear hats anymore? I think I'm so much dealing with pain. I've just not been wearing my hats. Okay, we'll turn on the car now. And off we go. So I just uploaded a video this morning. So I could just do that every time I make a video, because if I wait until it's done on my if I make a few and then try and upload them in order, what happens is I have iCloud takes them away. They just remove all my videos as soon after I make them. And then I have to download them. And that's a lot of work and trouble. Goodbye, family. Da, 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 da. So it's getting cold out there now. It's 4 degrees Celsius. So it's a bit above freezing, but not much. 10 is 55. So 4 is, I don't know. 4 and 4 is 8. Plus 32 is 40. So it's 40 degrees. Double it and add 32. That works most of the time. It's pretty close. It's not always right on because it's supposed to be 5/9 or something. Or 9/5. Isn't that perfect? So lately I've been going for walks. Ooh, look at all those leaves. I'm come back and get more leaves today. We've been really getting a lot of leaves with the trailer on the back of the car. It's so awesome. I should put plywood around it so I can carry twice the load. That would make a lot of sense. Dum 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 da dum. So now I go and exchange my CPAP machine, CPAP, which looks like crap when you look at it on the sign. It doesn't say CRAP, it says CPAP. I hear something rattling. You rattle, rattle, rattle. Okay, so here we go. Here we go again. Off down the road again. Singing and dreaming. Well, I feel like I've been singing and dreaming. Oh, the leaves are going across the road. That's so beautiful. Singing and... Oh, there's more leaves right there. Singing and dreaming. Oh, I feel like I could fly. So I don't have much time left before my surgery. So there's a whole bunch of things I need to do. I need to go to Connecticut and get the armoire and my cousin. And I need to pick up all the leaves that I can get and put them on the garden. And, oopsie, down you go. I'm not sure what else. Those two things are pretty big things. Things that have to be done before winter. We did get the porch cleaned off yesterday. Yay! I think it's all cleaned off. I do hope so. Good morning. It's me, Nancy, today. I had a green hat. It's beside my bed. See my little arm things? These keep my arms warm when it's a short sleeve thing. So I think I should go pick up Mary in Connecticut. I think I should do that and come back. It's kind of a lot of trouble, but I can do that. That's all. And there's a lot of leaves, bags of leaves in town. I should put plywood on the sides of the trailer so I can have a big load. I should go get leaves before I go to Connecticut. So I think I'll do that today. I think I'll do that first. But now Becky has come. Dale brought Becky to help him hold up pieces of plywood. So in the meantime, she's doing the dishes now. Yay! My kitchen is a wreck. It's a big mess. Should take some of those cupboards and put them in the sunroom. And every room is kind of. The upstairs is almost ready. But I think I need to get one of those toilet seat tops, those lifter things, because after you have your femur bone cut off and a new hip joint thing pushed into the bone, I think I'm going to be in a lot of pain. I think I'm going to be in more pain than I am regularly. But then eventually that pain will go away and then all the regular pain will go away. That'd be pretty cool. So I'm kind of scared. I don't like pain. Most people don't. Willem says I should do it, so I will. Anyway, it's rather a lot, isn't it? I went to my pre-op, and for the pre-op, I go to the clinic where I saw the doctor the first time, and she sent me to somewhere where I got this whole bunch of papers. And the anesthetist, I talked to the anesthetist, and I talked to the internal medicine person. They all asked me lots of questions and told me things that I forget. Then I went to the blood and had blood taken, and then I went to X-ray, and they X-rayed my neck and my back. Then I went to the ECG, and they did an ECG on me. And so all that package, I did it all. But I left before I got the X-ray. I started to go home, but then I realized after a while that I was supposed to have an X-ray done. And I went back, and sure enough, I was in the system. I just showed my health card, and sure enough, they took me right into X-ray. Pretty cool. Anyway, so I did all that. That was the pre-op. And they told me these exercises to do. There's 4 exercises. One, you squish your bum. Second one, you push your leg down, your knee down into the bed. Third one, you slide your foot along the bed up to your bum. And the fourth one, you move your leg out to the side as far as it'll go. And every day it will go farther. And so it's interesting trying to do these. You want me to do them 3 times a day. I usually do them in the morning when I wake up and in the night when I go to bed. And sometimes I'll try and do them. I do them for a long time at night. I do several repetitions of everything. So I'm getting ready. So it happened on Thursday. And I don't know how bad I'll be. Don't know if I could just hang out upstairs all the time. I don't really like going downstairs anyway, unless I'm outside. But I will be willing to go for walks. I think we're supposed to go for walks. But they're saying use crutches and use a wheelchair that has only 2 wheels. So I guess so you can use it like crutches. So I guess I won't be putting weight on it. Maybe I will. I don't know. not supposed to bend it past 90 degrees. So when you go to sit down, you generally bend like that and sit down, and then you put your legs down. Or you bend, you're sitting down, so you go sit, and then your top of you is bending. And it gets more than a 90-degree angle. So trying to keep that never less than a 90-degree angle. Gonna be a trick. A big trick. How do we feel about this? Well, I was taking Enbrel, which kept most of my pain away. So I didn't really have a lot of pain. But I was getting so I couldn't really do anything. And then I decided try a new medication that might get rid of my back pain without making me depressed. So I've tried that for a week or so, and it's kind of hit and miss. It doesn't just blanketly get rid of the pain. Pain starts to come back, so you take more medication, but it takes a while to take effect. So anyway, you go through these periods of the day with pain and without pain. I was trying to take the medication every 2 hours to see if that would keep it on an even keel all through the day. Anyway, if I don't do anything, I don't really have a lot of pain. Like, I'm pretty pain-free at the very moment. Well, maybe 3. Anyway, it's very interesting. Somebody was saying, what is your pain at right now? And so I said a number. And then it was interesting to be able to relate with a number all the time. And, you know, it goes up to 8. Really severe pain. And it goes down to 0, but not very often. Sometimes when I'm sleeping, I have no pain. Anyway, this is one of the things that old people talk about, right? Medications and pain and health problems. Because it's such a shock to us, because we've always been healthy. We've always been growing up, you know, just leading a normal life, being active and strong, and then you have all these health problems, and you wonder why old people talk about their health all the time. It's because it's such a in-your-face kind of thing. You no longer can be who you have been and do the things you have done. Like on here, I used to do a lot of how-to videos. Now, I'm into survival. But I do try and go kayaking in my kayak, in the moat. And I try to go for walks now. I try to go for a walk every day down to the moat and around it and back. And that's a pretty good walk. And I'm using walking poles, walking sticks. I have a pair for outside and a pair for inside. The ones for inside are new and have nice things on the bottom. So I can like use them in a store. I can go walking through a store and stuff, which can be good in the winter when you really should be going for a walk, but there's no place safe. If you go to a store and go for a walk in a store, see, I couldn't do that before because I had to hold on to the cart. I was never swinging my arms, and I think my arms swinging make a lot of difference on the joint that's a problem in my back, because the arm swinging will help to move that joint around, keep things mobile. But not swinging my arms just keeps everything straight. And my surgeon told me that if you use a walker, the muscles on the back of your legs stop working as soon as you lean on a walker. So I've been trying not to use my walker very much lately. Trying to use these poles, go for walks. Standing up. I got an Apple Watch, which is sort of like, why would I want that? It tells me to stand up every hour. And it also tells me to take my medications. And it also tells me when I get an email. So I usually don't notice emails. I don't pay attention to emails very often. guess I should let you go. It's been 11 minutes. You've been very kind. Thanks for coming by. And remember, you saw it here last. And you can do this at home. Results may differ. Good morning. It's me, Nancy, today. How are you today? Is life going well for you? Life is pretty much what you think it is, isn't it? I said that yesterday. I mustn't say the same thing every day. What is that little thing that's hanging there in front of the... It's gone. There we go. Well, I'm up. I did it. I got dressed. See my knee socks? Aren't they terrific? And you know, I still dress in layers. And you know, I have on a long sleeve shirt underneath, but then I wanted blue. So I put the blue on top. I suppose it's like a vest, right? But I never think about that. I just wear short sleeve things on top of long sleeve things. And the long sleeve things stick out underneath. I think it looks quite presentable. I have a meeting today, a church thing. I was thinking about my life. You know, the things that are involved in my life have changed over time. And so right now, the things that are important in my life are pain relief, family, like going to see the grandchildren, going to the temple, going to church, and temple, church, kids, a little bit of, and getting the house done, which is not, I'm not doing it, but I have to watch it, and it's painfully slow as the money gets lower and lower and lower. Anyway, so it's a stress. So, I was thinking about how my life is, those are the things that involve my week. Like the day-to-day things are, you know, going to the temple and staying overnight and getting back. That takes 2 days. And then church is 1 day. And then family is usually 1 day for the people in Ottawa and 1 day for the people nearby. No more than 1 day for the people nearby. So, and then running errands for the work, but I don't do that so much anymore since Willem got his a hitch on the back of his car. So we have a hitch on the back of each car. Now these cars have to last. They cost a lot of money to get a hitch on. I think it was about $600. But it's so nice because now I don't have to be here every morning. Willem can go be the gopher. So we've also been getting leaves. Right now it's leaf falling season. Well, the leaves are already down. Isn't that beautiful over there in the woods? Anyway, the leaves are down, and so we're trying to collect everybody's leaves that they put outside in their bags and put them on the new black soil that's down by the pond, by the moat. You know, they went around the whole... I wanted to make sure that I could use the topsoil, because now excuse me, we're going to be getting rid of all the sod, the tall canary grass that grows on top. I'm going to get rid of that, and so then we're going to put the leaves down on top. And so, no, wait a minute, that's the wrong part of the story. I jumped. So when they were building the road, I made sure that they saved the black soil. I did not want it to get mixed up with any gravel or clay or anything like that. But luckily it was just black soil, 2 feet deep or so. And that all got put in piles to the side and then spread out. So it's kind of flat areas on the outside of the moat, outside of the road. The moat road. Anyway, So there are clumps of grass in there because he wasn't very perfect about making sure the grass chunks didn't end up with the topsoil. I thought if I had a hook, I could stick in there and I could pull it with the car and pull all these clumps out. Just a thought. And so putting leaves on has a twofold thing. One is to protect it from the grass growing. Another thing is to protect it from the seeds that are going to blow eventually and get on everything. But they'll still be on the leaves and go down through. But anyway, to have a garden, the best way to garden, I think, is just to drag your foot and put seeds in between the rows of leaves. So we've been collecting all these leaves and putting them on the workable areas. And this is quite a long road. It's 2.2 kilometers around the circle. And so on the inside, they have piled up all this black soil in big heaps, but he put the sod is in there too, rolled down in it or under it or whatever. Anyway, I hope it can't live, but it probably will, and it'll probably take over the whole thing. So if I can cover it with leaves first before it takes over, maybe I've got a chance for gardening it. I would like to be able to just put squash seeds in and let the squash just run amok. I love squash. I could eat squash every day. Anyways, and I don't think the deer particularly care for the squash. They might like the flowers though. Anyway, so anyway, is that a placeholder word? When you talk and you don't have any, you want to keep their attention and not sound like you've completely gone to sleep in the conversation. So you stick in the word anyway. Or, well, I mean usually is a contradiction to whatever's being talked about. It's something negative is going to come after it. I don't know why people say I mean, because they don't mean anything when they're saying it. So are you okay with this latest development that's going on that everybody's against? Well, I mean, well, see, it's a sort of a, maybe it's not, I don't know, notice it. Notice when people say I mean, what they're talking about. Hey, look, it's 8:05 in minutes. What is the time? My goodness. Let's just check her out. 7:30. It's -4 today. That's very cold, 4 degrees below freezing. I could change that into, let me just do that for you. Change that into Fahrenheit. It's very cold. And I thought last night, when it was so cold, I thought, this is when I would go to Georgia. It's 25 degrees out there. I've been going to Georgia every year. For 6 years, I think I went to Georgia. And stayed there quite a bit of time. Now, I'm not going to go to Georgia. I'm going to stay here. It's a lot of work to go to Georgia. A lot of work. Oh, is that telling me I have to stand up? Oh, no, I have a phone call. Bye-bye.